Here we go, everybody. Let's get started. Let's warm up here, shake out, move everything, loosen everything up. We'll do a lot of breathing, stretching, toning, some balance, all that good stuff. So, glad you're here. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Let's take some deep cleansing breaths. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower all the way down to the sides. Always check the posture. And then up again, inhaling. Exhale, slowly lower down. Sorry, got to get that up there. In case somebody else comes too, that's all good. Now, keep the feet flat on the floor. Bring those arms up, inhaling. Exhale and stretch up from side to side at your own pace. Reaching and breathing. Feel that stretch as you reach up each time. Always breathe throughout the practice, all the postures we do. Breathing is very important. And always keep those abs in tight unless I tell you otherwise, which will be during relaxation basically. So again, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down, up inhaling. Exhale, reach and lower all the way down to the sides. We're going to warm up from top to bottom. So always try to keep those shoulders back and down, working on our posture always, and lower the chin to the chest, keeping those abs in tight throughout. Press the chin into the chest, but always breathe. Release. With a heavy head throughout this posture, roll to the left shoulder, left ear above the left shoulder. You'll feel the stretch of the right side of the neck. If you have neck issues, only roll in the front. If not, all the way to the back. Jaw closed for a better stretch on the neck. Roll to the right shoulder. Keep a heavy head throughout. Just a reminder. And roll back down and press the chin into the chest. Release. Opposite direction now. Right shoulder. Back if you can. Left shoulder. Roll back down and press the chin into the chest. Release. Bring the head center front, inhaling. Exhale, turn your head and look over the right shoulder. Keep the shoulders back and down. Inhale, look up to the right. Exhale, look down to the right. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Center front, inhaling. Exhale, turn, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, look up to the left. Exhale, look down to the left. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Center front, inhaling. Exhale, bring the shoulders up by the ears. Keep the shoulders back, but bring them up. No neck, arms are relaxed. Then release. Reach down, long arms, long neck. Release. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms to the parallel position. Palms down. Then reach forward, pulling those shoulder blades apart. Release. Bring the arms back behind. Clasp the fingers together. Straighten the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Bend the knees if you want to add a little bit to this. Knees over the feet. Head and neck, an extension of the spine. Arms low, medium, or high. Then straighten the legs, inhaling. Exhale, hold it here with an open chest or lengthen the spine, tighten the glutes, arch back. Breathe. Again, jaw closed for a better stretch on the neck. And then release. Open those arms and bring those arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower to the T position, palms down. Keeping the legs and hips stationary. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and rotate just the upper body to the left. Front, inhaling. Exhale, rotate just the upper body to the right. Front, inhaling. Exhale, left. Front, inhaling. Exhale, right. Front, inhaling. Exhale, lower the left arm down. Bring the right arm straight up. Stay in the same plane throughout this posture, taking a deep breath in. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and stretch to the side. Stay in that same plane throughout. Weight on both feet, abs in tight. Bring the right shoulder back as you reach up, look up. Align that left shoulder and breathe. Up, inhale. Exhale, change sides. Check the posture, take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach, lengthen, stay in the same plane, stretch in the same manner on this side of your body. Weight on both feet, abs in tight. Bring the left shoulder back as you reach up, look up. Align that right shoulder and feel the stretch of the left side of your body. Breathing. Up, inhaling. Exhale, both arms straight up. Check the posture, take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach upward or lengthen the spine, tighten the glutes, arch back, reach back, jaw closed again for a better stretch on the neck. Breathe. Up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Now check the posture and take another deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower. Bend the elbows and roll the shoulders back. Great big circles, loosening the torso as you roll. And straighten those arms for full range of motion. We'll do this periodically. It's so good for your posture and good just for your shoulders for mobility, as well as it's a great stress relief. So, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Put the hands on the front of the thighs, but keep the shoulders back and down and the upper arms against the torso. Abs in tight. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend at the hips with a nice flat back. Head and neck, an extension of the spine. Push out through the glutes as you bend at the hips. And then just release. And just let that upper body relax down. Head, neck, and arms relaxed. Legs are straight. If you need to modify and soften the knees, you just won't get the same hamstring and glute stretch, but you do what works for your body. We're just still warming up our bodies. Keeping the legs and hips stationary, rotate just the upper body to the right. Fingertips can be on the back of the right thigh, calf, ankle, or on the surface beside that right foot. Breathing, no stress on the head and neck. In a fluid motion, rotate back through the center front, inhaling.
And exhale, keeping the legs and hips stationary. Do the same on the left side of your body. Fingertips on the back of the left thigh, calf, ankle, or on the surface beside the left foot. Breathe. In a fluid motion, come back to the center front. You might be able to come down just a little bit more down. We're still warming up, so no worries. Now, keeping the legs straight, if possible, you can modify by bending the knees as you come up. But if you're not modifying, head, neck, and arms relax. Slowly round up, one vertebra at a time. And as the head comes up, bring those arms up, inhaling. Exhaling again, stretch up from side to side at your own pace, reaching and breathing. Feel the stretch of the side of your body as you reach. Hopefully it feels good to do that. One more each side. Very good. Now, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Let's take another deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower. We're going to work on the lower part of our bodies now. Hopefully the upper part's very warmed up. So move those hips from side to side and shake those arms and hands and shoulders out. Just move the shoulders back and forth. And now shake your legs and feet out too. Very good. Now, hands on the waist or the hips, nice and tall. We're going to be standing inside our imaginary barrels with big towels wrapped around the biggest part of our hips, and we're cleaning that barrel. So push forward, roll to the left, roll back, keep those abs in tight, roll right, and roll forward. One more time this direction, left, back, right, and forward. Hold it here. And now right, back, left, forward, right, back, left, and forward. Back to the center, inhaling. Exhale, open those legs. Much bigger barrel. Push forward, roll to the left, roll back, roll right, roll forward, left, back, right, forward. Hold it, opposite direction now. Right, back, abs in, left, forward, right, back, left, and forward. Back to the center, inhaling. Exhale, toes out, heels in. So the feet are about at a 45-degree angle. Whatever fits your body, because we're going to be moving from side to side. You want that knee over the foot. So you can keep your hands on your waist or hips, or bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower to the T position, palms down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and stretch over that right foot. Knee over the foot, torso tall, abs in tight. Back up, inhaling to the center. Exhale, left. Whatever you did to the right, do the same, in this direction. Back up, inhaling. Exhale, right again. You may repeat or reach down toward the floor. See if you can come down just a little bit lower, but try not to put real weight on those fingertips or hands if you can help it. Make sure you're breathing. Back to the center, inhaling, T position. Exhale, left. Whatever you did on the right, try to do on this side as well. Breathe. T position, inhaling. Exhale, right again. You may repeat one that you did or cross over, opening to the back, reaching up, breathing. Back to the T position, inhaling. Exhale, left. Whatever you did on the right, do on this side as well. Breathe. Back to the T position, inhaling. Exhale, palms up. Bring those arms up, inhaling now. Exhale, reach and lower again to the T position, palms down. Walk the feet in somewhat because you still want the toes out, heels in, because we're going to bend both knees and lower our hips together. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend and lower. Now, you can come up on those toes just briefly if you want, and then lower the heels, inhaling. Exhale, up on the toes. You can just hold stable if you choose, and lower the heels, inhaling. Exhale, fingertips or palms on the floor or blocks in front of the feet and under the shoulders. Abs in tight. Bring the heels up, inhaling. Exhale, lower. Straighten those legs, inhaling. Exhale, bend the knees again, lowering the hips. Heels up, inhaling. Exhale, lower. Straighten the legs, inhaling. Exhale, bend the knees and lower the hips. Now, arms in the T position, palms down, palms up, and slowly come up, inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Walk the feet in. Shake it all out again. Hopefully you're very warmed up. Let's bend those elbows and roll the shoulders back again. Great big circles, loosening the body as you do. And then straighten those arms for full range of motion. Remember, moving slowly so you use your muscles and not momentum. Back to the center. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Let's take another deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower. Now we're going to add a little balance to our warm-up and our practice. So I'm going to have my hands on my waist. You can have them on your hips or you can have them out in the T position if you choose. But focus on a spot in front of you that doesn't move. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring that right knee up in front of you. Lower it, inhaling. Exhale, right knee up in front, rotate it to the side, lower to the side, inhaling. Exhale, up to the side, lower, inhaling. Exhale, up to the side, rotate it to the front, and lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees, knees over the feet. Back up, inhaling. Exhale, bring that right leg forward. Leg is straight, foot is flexed. Point the toe, flex the foot. Point, flex. Bring the leg out to the side in the same manner. Point, flex, point, flex. Bring it to the back in the same manner. Tighten the glute. Point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees, knees over the feet. Keep those abs in tight. Back up, inhaling, left side now. Exhale, bring that left knee up in the front. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, left knee up in the front, rotate it to the side, lower to the side, inhaling. Exhale, up to the side, lower, inhaling. Exhale up to the side, rotate it to the front and lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees, knees over the feet. Back up, inhaling. Exhale, bring that left leg forward, leg is straight, foot is flexed. Oops. Point the toe, flex the foot. Point, flex. Bring the leg out to the side in the same manner. Point, flex, point, flex. Bring it back behind, tighten the glute. Point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees, knees over the feet. Back up, inhaling. Exhale, move your hips from side to side, shake the arms and hands out, moving the shoulders. Now shake each leg and foot out. And hopefully you feel very balanced and very warmed up. We're going to take a deep cleansing breath together. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Up, inhaling. Exhale, reach and lower all the way down to the sides. Now just for our posture, a little bit, clasp your fingers together behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, opening that chest. Arms can be low, medium, or high, but really try to get those arms straight if you possibly can. If you need to hold something to do that with your hands, go ahead and do so. But this is good for your posture, your shoulders, and definitely helps your breathing. Now release. And again, roll the shoulders back, just a couple each way. And then straighten the arms for full range of motion. We're going to get down and do some floor work. We're actually going to do an inversion. If you want to, you don't have to. I'll give you an alternative. But it was requested actually by one of the online people. So we're going to go ahead and do it. So let's go ahead and get down to the floor, hopefully without using our hands for support. But if you need that support, use the resources that you do need. Then straighten your legs out. Seated stick posture, legs straight, back straight, arms straight. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet, release the hold. Relax the hands, keep the back nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and round down, one vertebra at a time. Arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down. As the shoulders and then the head reach the floor below you, take a deep breath in. Exhale, push down with those arms and slowly bring those legs up perpendicular to the floor. Now, if you have any kind of back issues, you're going to want to bend the knees and then straighten those legs up perpendicular to the floor, getting that lower back as much against the mat below you as possible. So listen to your body. Either keep the legs straight or bend the knees, depending on you and your issues if you have any. Once you're up here, keep those abs in tight, back against the floor as best you can. Point those toes, flex the feet. Relax the feet, circle those feet. Great big slow circles. Lubricating those ankles. Breathing. And then change direction with those circles to balance the body as best you can. When you're finished, point the toes and flex the feet. Try to relax those shoulders down into the surface below you as best you can. Relax the feet, open the legs. Place the hands on the inner thighs, putting pressure downward. Try to keep those legs as straight as you can. Keep that lower back against the floor as best you can and those abs sucked in towards the spinal column.
If you can keep the legs straight, you can slide the hands down to the calves or the ankles. Just keep the pressure on those open, straight legs, wherever the hands might be. Breathe. Point the toes, keep the pressure on those open legs. Flex the feet, pushing out through the heels. Relax the feet, keep that pressure on. Now release. You can bend the knees and either hold the ankles with your hands or wrap your index fingers around the big toes in this happy baby pose. And just roll at your own pace from side to side, massaging the back against the floor. And again, moving slowly so you use your muscles and not momentum. Breathing. And come back to the center. Straighten those legs. Arms at your sides near your hips, palms down. Point the toes. Flex the feet. Relax the feet. Bend the knees. Briefly hug them into your chest with your arms. Full wind releasing position. Breathing. Abs in tight back against the floor. Legs are relaxed, but you're tightly hugging them in. And if you want, you can raise your head up toward the knees and lower the head, inhale. Exhale, release the hold, place the feet hip width apart, knees straight up. We're going to stretch our hip flexors and our hips and backs a bit in a way. You have some options here. So you can place your arms in the T position, palms down, before we go into our inversion. We're going to, the first one is not going to be a twist. It's just going to be a stretch. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, keeping the feet at least partly on the floor. Lower the legs over to the left, but keep both glutes on the floor at least a little bit. Turn your head if you want, and if you can, and look at that opposite hand or the right hand in this case. Shoulders remain on the floor throughout. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring those knees back up to the center. When we're in the center, knees and feet are always hip width apart. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, and now just allow those legs to lower on the right side, but keep both glutes at least partially on the floor. Turn your head if you can and look at the left or opposite hand. You can modify by just looking straight up if you want. This is a good hip stretcher without the twist. Just remember to keep the abs in tight and breathe. Now inhale. Exhale, bring those legs back up to the center. Now you may keep repeating that, or we're going to walk through 3 other options. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, if you want to twist, just allow the legs to go all the way over. Keep at least part of the feet on the floor. Turn your head and look at that opposite hand if you can. It is a pelvic and spinal twist if you do this. But do it to your limit and do what works for your body right now. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring those legs back up, feet hip width apart, knees straight up. Inhale again. Exhale and just allow the legs to lower on the right. You can add the twist if you choose. Do whatever you did on the other side of your body, if at all possible. Look at the left hand if you can, but always keep those shoulders on the floor. Breathing. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring those legs back up to the center. Make sure you're aligned. Now, I'm gonna go into the intermediate one, that was beginning. Do whichever you decide to do. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring that right leg up, bend the knee, place the right ankle on top of the left knee. Take another deep breath. Exhale and just allow those legs to go on the left side of your body. Shoulders remain on the floor, abs in tight. Turn and look at that right hand if you can. If you want to help your stretch, you can take your left hand, place it on the right hip, and slide it down with pressure toward the floor, but stop before you get to that knee, or just let gravity do its job. Again, keep those abs in tight and breathe. Breath in. Exhale, bring those legs back up. Unwrap, feet hip width apart, knees straight up. Make sure your body's aligned. Take another deep breath. Exhale, bring that left leg up, bend the knee and place the left ankle on the right knee. Another deep breath in. Exhale and just allow those legs to lower on the right side of your body. Shoulders on the floor, turn and look at the hand if you can, abs in tight. If you help the stretch along on the other side and you want to balance your body, put your right hand on the left hip this time and slide it down toward that knee and toward the floor, but stop before you get to the knee. Or again, you can just let gravity do its job. Focus on your posture and your breathing. Inhale. Exhale and bring those legs back up. Unwrap, feet hip width apart, knees straight up. Now you may repeat one of those or do the more advanced. I'll walk you through it. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the right leg up. Cross that right leg over the left thigh as if you're sitting in a chair. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and just allow the legs to lower on the left side of the body. Shoulders on the floor, turn and look at that right hand, abs in tight, breathing. You can help your twist along if you want. Mine goes about all the way to the floor, so there's really not much to help with, but everybody is different and some days are better than others. So do what works for you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring those legs back up, unwrap, feet hip width apart, knees straight up. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, bring that left leg up, cross it over the right thigh as if you're sitting in a chair. Inhale again. Exhale and just allow those legs to lower on the right side of your body. Turn, look at the left hand if you can. Shoulders on the floor, abs in tight, helping that twist along if you choose. Again, focus on your posture and your breathing. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring those legs up. Unwrap those legs and again hug them into your chest with your arms. Either the full wind releasing position or the happy baby pose. I'm going to turn a little more light on here. That might be a little better. It's getting kind of dark in here. Now you're in either the happy baby pose or the full wind releasing position. And what we're going to do now is prepare for our inversion. So straighten the legs up, perpendicular to the floor. Point the toes, arms at your sides near your hips, palms down. Flex the feet. Keep the feet flexed. We're gonna warm up here like this, and people who choose not to do the shoulder stand can continue to do the walk and the scissor. The walk is where the legs are straight, feet are flexed, push out through those heels, and just walk the ceiling with that lower back pressing against the surface below you as best you can. And those abs in tight. You're not gonna move the legs very far, and that's fine. Not if you keep the legs straight and push out through those heels with the feet flexed. But it's great for your core and toning the legs and for circulation in those legs. Now we're going to come to the center, point the toes, and cross over and open wide as we did before. This time we're doing the scissor, cross over the other way and open wide and go back and forth at your own pace. But remember to try to go somewhat slowly so you use your muscles and not momentum. Keeping that lower back against the floor as best you can. If you choose not to do the shoulder stand, or if you have any kind of upper back or neck issues, don't do the shoulder stand. If you have any back issues, you probably shouldn't. So listen to your body. Just keep doing this if you choose not to do the shoulder stand. And whenever you want to break, you just hug your knees into your chest or do the happy baby pose. If you choose to do the shoulder stand, keep your head and neck straight, looking up. Don't turn to the side or anything. You must protect your neck. So bring the hips up into the air. I'm supporting my hips with my hands. My elbows are on the floor. You can do the half shoulder stand with the legs at a 45-degree angle, or a full shoulder stand with the legs up perpendicular to the floor. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet. You can hold it up here, or if you want, flex those feet again and slowly lower those straight legs above your head, parallel to the floor. And then if you want, you can lower the toes to the floor in that full plow posture. If you want more here, you can bend the knees and have the knees by the ears near the floor. Just keep those abs in tight and breathe. Or you can be in that full plow. And slowly bring those legs back up, either to the half shoulder stand or the full shoulder stand. And if you want, you can lower one leg at a time. I have my right leg coming and touching the floor now with my toe, my right toes, then slowly bringing them back up. And then slowly lowering my left leg in the same manner. And slowly bringing them back up. You can also open the legs wide and with the hips and bring the toes down and touch the floor as well. And bring those legs back up. Flex the feet. Slowly lower the legs down above the head again. You can do a brief plow if you want. Then relax the feet and slowly round down, one vertebra at a time, abs in tight. And as the lower back begins to touch the floor, the legs will come up and be perpendicular to the floor. Point the toes, flex the feet. Relax the feet, circle those feet just a few times each direction. I'll say 3 times each direction, and then change the direction. And then point the toes, flex the feet, relax the feet, bend the knees, place the feet hip width apart, knees straight up. We have bent our back in one direction, and even if you didn't do the shoulder stand, the bridge is always a great posture. We're going to go ahead and do a bridge now, a couple of bridges. We're going to do 2 different types. So when we do the bridge, keep your head and neck straight, looking up to protect that neck again. But the first one we'll do is a simple bridge, a flat bridge,
where arms are at your sides, near your hips, palms down. First, we're gonna have the palms up though. And press that lower back into the surface below you, slightly picking up the hips and tighten the glutes, the quads, and the abdominal muscles. The lower body is very tight, the upper body is very relaxed. Just let those shoulders rest down into the surface below you and breathe. Now release that hold and take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly round those hips up, keeping the head and neck straight. Palms down now near your hips and push down with those arms and just bring your hips up so that you're in a straight line basically from the shoulders to the knees. Knees and feet are hip width apart. You can tighten the glutes, quads, and abs if you choose, but you don't have to. And breathe. Now release the hold and again round down one vertebra at a time. And as that lower back begins to touch the floor, press it into the surface below you. Slightly pick up those hips, tightening the glutes, the quads, and the abdominal muscles again. Palms up again, fingers naturally curled up, upper body relaxed, lower body very tight, and you're breathing. Now release that hold, inhaling. Exhale, palms down again and roll those hips up. You may repeat what we did before, but if you want more, bring the hands underneath and clasp the fingers together, straightening the arms. And then squeeze those arms as close together as possible, squeezing the shoulder blades and shoulders as close together. Push those hips higher into the air, arch that back. Keep the feet and knees hip width apart as best you can. Push down with those arms and hands. Push up with the hips. And again, you can tighten the glutes, quads, and abs if you choose, but you don't have to. Focus on your posture and breathe. Now release the hold and roll down one vertebra at a time. And this time, as the lower back begins to touch the floor, bring those legs up and hug them into your chest, bringing those knees up. Hug them into your chest with your arms. Full wind releasing position, breathing, abs in tight. Massaging that back against the floor. Then come back to the center. Straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor. Point the toes. Flex the feet. Relax the feet. Open those legs again and put pressure on the inner thighs. Lower back against the floor, abs in tight. If you can keep the legs straight, slide the hands down to the calves or the ankles. Keep the pressure on those open legs and breathe. Point the toes, flex the feet, relax the feet, keep the pressure on the open legs. Release the hold, bring the legs up, inhaling. Exhale, bend the knees, soles of the feet together and lower those feet to the floor, allowing the knees just to open.
Let gravity pull them down. Arms open enough so the palms are up and the fingers are naturally curled up. Shoulders resting down to the surface below you. Close your eyes and breathe in this bottle opener posture. It's also a butterfly posture, sorry. Kind of renamed that many years ago. My friend Sarah. And now we'll prepare for Shavasana or full relaxation. So if you want, you can just slide the heels down straight on the floor until the legs are straight and the feet are flopped out to the sides and you'll be in that corpse posture. But if you want a little more, arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down. Push down with those arms and slowly bring those legs up. Remember, if you have back issues, bend the knees and then straighten those legs up perpendicular to the floor. You want to make sure that lower back's against the floor as best you can. Point the toes, flex the feet, relax the feet. The lower back will be against the floor when the legs are straight up. Arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down, shoulders on the surface below you. And slowly lower those straight legs down toward the floor, slowly and in control. Remember, if you have back issues, bend the knees and slide the feet on the floor until the legs are straight. Slowly lower those legs down. And if you haven't already done so, when you do reach the floor with the straight legs, take a deep breath into your system, inhaling through the nose, filling the lungs. Exhale and just relax your body in that corpse posture. When we take deep breaths in, inhale through the nose and fill the lungs. And then when we exhale, exhale through slightly parted lips. It helps relax your body and slow your heart rate down. Now continue to breathe on your own a bit, and soon we'll take that deep breath in together. And when we exhale this time, we'll fist and flex and tighten everything in our bodies, including our faces and our necks. So take that deep breath in now. Exhale and tighten. And release. And just rest down into the surface below you. You may want to put something underneath parts of your body, like your knees, or whatever works for you, under your feet. You may want to cover yourselves with towels or blankets, whatever you need to do to be able to fully relax your body and just relax your mind as well. You may want to roll your heads from side to side until you find the most comfortable position for your head and neck. Close those eyes. Close the eyes. Allow the shoulders to rest down into the surface below you. Open your minds. Open your minds and travel to one of your favorite safe places. Your safe place could be anywhere. If you're not already there, go there now. You're in that safe place. We'll move through your body and consciously release the joints and relax the muscles just a little bit more. So focus first today on your shoulders. Allow those shoulders to really sink down into the surface below you.
releasing the joints as you relax the deltoid and lateral muscles. Move down the arms now, relaxing the upper arms, the biceps and triceps. Release the joints in your elbows. Relax the forearms. Release the joints in your wrists. And now relax the hands and fingers, releasing the mini joints. The shoulders, arms, and hands are relaxed. Allow those shoulders to sink a little deeper into the surface below you. Move your focus now to the toes and the feet. Relax the muscles as you release the joints, allowing the heels to sink deeper into the surface below you, wherever you might be in your safe place. As you begin to move up the legs, release the joints in the ankles. Relax the shins as you relax the calves. Release the joints in your knee. Relax the hamstrings up the back of your legs. Relax the quadriceps and thighs. Relax the hips, releasing the joints. Relax the glutes, allowing those glutes to sink a little deeper into the surface below you. Continue to move up your body, focusing first on the tailbone area, relaxing that area as you relax the lower back muscles moving up through them. And now, relax the obliques of the sides of your torso. Relax the abdominal muscles. Finally, relax those muscles. Relax the diaphragm and rib cage areas, remembering to breathe. Relax the mid part of your back and spine. Relax the upper back and shoulder blades. Relaxing the spinal column, moving up between those shoulder blades, through the neck to the base of the skull. Now focus on the chest area. Relax the chest, the sternum area, and pecs. Relax the clavicle or collarbone area. Focus again on those shoulders and let those shoulders sink a little deeper into the surface below you as you further relax the muscles and release those joints. Now focus on the neck. Relax the neck from the bottom to the top and all the way around. Release the jaw as you relax the chin. Relax the lips and the tongue. Relax the cheeks. Relax the nose and ears. Relax the eyes and temples. Relax the brow. Smooth the forehead. And now relax the scalp, beginning at the forehead at the perfect intensity for you. Imagine a massage moving all the way through the scalp to the base of the skull at the neck. Breathe. Your mind is open, thinking healthy thoughts that make you happy. You're in your safe place. Your body is relaxed and hopefully functioning perfectly. And now, from wherever you may have traveled in your mind, it's time to come home. So take a deep breath into your system. Exhale and become aware of your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles. Take another deep breath in. Exhale and bring those legs up, bending the knees. Hug them into your chest with your arms. Half wind, full wind releasing position, breathing. Raise your head up toward the knees. Lower the head, inhaling. Exhale and either roll to the right to sit up or rock and roll up to a seated position. And you can sit cross-legged, half lotus or full lotus, nice and tall. And bring those arms up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position, hands to heart. Hold the position, inhaling. Exhale, and thank you very much for coming. Namaste. I hope you all feel better than when we started. Thank you so much for joining us. And please unmute yourselves if you can. Thanks so much for